Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for the 17th to the 23rd of May 2024. We're going to be checking out some energies you might be feeling at the moment and how that may play out in the next few months or a few weeks even. As always, please take what resonates and discard the rest. And if any other meanings come up for you with these cards, please jot them down, and you might like to journal about that later. And also, thank you. I'd like to extend my appreciation for you taking time to look at this video. And let's just call in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, and spirit guides, and the other consciousnesses or collectives vibrating with that unconditional love frequency that would like to be part of this reading. We're most appreciative of that, and also acknowledging the presence of our higher selves as we go through the images and look at the interconnections of these cards as well. Okay, so Scorpio, we are going to, excuse my throat. So here we go. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So I believe, Scorpio, possibly you are pondering and looking at the weighing up the emotional benefits that can be gained from certain ventures or certain things that you are looking to be involved in. Perhaps there's something practical, even a material, maybe like an asset that you'd like to acquire that you believe is going to really help you with your emotional well-being. The King of Cups is an energy of being in control of the emotions, but also being able to extend compassion and feeling, happy and content despite the other things that are going on around here. So it's sort of looking like there's something that maybe at this time in life, you are at this stage of life, whatever you're in, or perhaps in a certain job or a certain way of life or whatever, that you are dealing with a lot of external energies that are kind of a bit unsettling and, all the rest of it. And you're kind of looking to just kind of get a little bit of respite from that. And you're kind of looking at doing something, or maybe even, you might even be shifting jobs, or maybe you're going to be moving into something that's going to kind of be a little more practical. Perhaps it's going to, it may even be something along the lines of that. It may even be like a pay cut. Like maybe you're going to take a job that is a little bit less money, but you're feeling that it might be more emotionally better for you. It might be perhaps more fulfilling. So something about the way you're feeling and about things, but also you, of course, being a King of Cups, you're kind of wanting to really just maintain your responsibilities, whatever that is for you. Because, kings are very, responsible energy, but you're kind of looking to add in something else that's, or maybe you're looking to just, you realize that you need to move away from something that's not serving you. Okay. But yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of change, a number of change, and you're kind of weighing things up. Is it worth continuing? Maybe I'd be better off not continuing. Maybe I'd be better off staying or doing something differently, what have you. Let's see what else you might be doing at the moment. Scorpio. What's going to have in there? Okay. So yes, Page of Pentacles. It's definitely a new venture that you're looking at doing, and it's almost like you kind of have an idea of what it is. It may be something practical, creative. It may be to do with your health and well-being. It could also be that, perhaps you're looking at, any of those things. Okay. Let's just, something new that you're looking to integrate, or some change in those areas that you're looking to bring in. Let's look at something like short term. that you're hoping to, yeah, I think you're probably you're having like concerns about, you know, how you're going to do this. And yeah, we'll clarify this card as well. But that can be a card of, you know, like overthinking or over worry. However, sometimes our concerns are justified to some extent, okay? But if you, excuse me, apologies, I'm not sure if I'm starting a cold or something. So yeah, I mean, it's up to you to discern whether you think that you are overthinking or be in an over worried mindset about it, or maybe you have justifiable concerns and there are things that you need to sort out. So let's see what you bring to the table in terms of your skills, your abilities, and your qualities. Oh, here we go, your High Priestess. Yeah. So you've been reflecting deeply about this probably for a while, and it's becoming a little more it's like this inner calling that you're kind of looking to answer or to go and be, I guess, more in communication with, and perhaps using your intuition, tapping into your inner wisdom to really kind of move into this new venture or find ways to do that. Let's look at this. There's a new opportunity coming up here. You know, this could be a new job. It could be a new, to do with health and well-being. Okay, it could be even changing your environment or changing where you live. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is that, you know, timely wheel. It can also be, it can also symbolize cycles. Okay, so it might be that this is perhaps another cycle that you've experienced before. So it could be a job, for example, a job situation where you've run the full gamut and you've given it your all. I mean, you know, you've got the King of Cups energy there. You know, you're at this position of responsibility, but there's something that's not ticking the box for you. Okay, and this may have happened before, and that's how we evolve and move. Is that to get into alignment with our true selves, we go through cycle after cycle, and each time we are refining where we put ourselves and what we're doing. We're refining that each time. So perhaps this is just to remind you that there's going to be an opportunity for you to start a new cycle, and it is, if you have been thinking about that it's time, that it's going to be time soon, then this is sort of confirmation of that, if that resonates. Okay. Yeah, so let's look at some other thoughts and feelings that you are possibly having with this, regard to this. The Devil, yeah. So you're kind of thinking that it's going to be a lot of work, it's going to be a long haul, but at the same time, there's some attachments or there's some things there. You're sensing that there's some energies that are kind of holding you back, that are not wanting you to move forward into this new thing. But it's kind of like you're prepared to really, it's almost like either having a conversation with yourself or with someone else that's close to you. Perhaps it's like, you know, it's literally time. Here we have this clock face again, okay? It's time to sort of sit down and nut something out. That's a phrase that we can use in terms of, you know, it's time to work something out here. The Devil, and to really, the Devil card. But it's, yeah, the Devil card can be that card of hard work and tenacity, which could be something that you're okay with moving into that energy, or it's something that you're kind of like, oh, really? I've got to now put in that amount of work to move forward. Okay, so let's look at what's the environment is going on around you. We might clarify some of these cards as well as we go through Scorpio. So around you, you kind of have support and, you know, a very stable, comfortable kind of energy around you. This is energy of celebration or of lightening up. So it could be that people close to you are really happy for you to make this change. And there could be opportunities for you to do that. And it's like the energy around you is conducive for you to move into something new. And yeah, this is a card of structure, stability, sorry, an energy of structure and stability, but celebration as well. So, I mean, maybe in terms of timing, that's a 4 there. So, you know, it could be, you know, in roughly 4 months' time or something like that. It might be that you make a decision about what you're going to do. Okay. Let's look at longer term. You know, this is possible aims that you may have. Yeah, and here with the 7 of Swords has come up with Cancer's reading as well. This is about getting some strategies together and some plans about how you're going to do this. Okay, so once you've made a decision, you know it's going to be hard work, but you'll be happy if there's a decision made whether to continue or not forward. And then the strategies of how perhaps you're going to integrate this new energy or project into your current way of doing things, current lifestyle, or whether you're going to make a change and you're going to stop doing something and move into something and allow that to become the thing, the main thing. So this is about you're definitely kind of wanting to work towards and yeah, get this happening. So what to expect if you take advantage of this opportunity and you kind of do, you know, move forward from that cycle. Yeah, you will be at this, you'll be able to kind of, this is like a clear view, isn't it? So you'll be able to kind of get clear about where you're at and where you want to be going and what you want to move towards and what's important for you. And the wands always symbolize, you know, spirituality, passion, enthusiasm. So it's like that soul energy as well. So it's like you are going to be getting clear about, you know, the things that you're needing to take into consideration and how that's going to fit into the big picture of where you're wanting to go. Okay. And you'll be looking forward to that with, you know, with anticipation and positivity. The wands are always, mostly for the most part, they are, you know, a hopeful energy, a positive energy. Let's clarify this 9 of Wands here. It's very interesting. I'm just looking at these cards because here we have, you know, there's the rabbit there. Like he's found this thing. It's like, it's so awesome. I really want to do that. And now it's like, oh my God, how is that going to happen? I've been there, done that. Well, yeah, I could even be in that energy myself. Right, so that jumped out, the nine of Swords, and that is the World. So this is about having a larger perspective, and it's about integration. So this is about you probably integrating your joy or your passion or whatever it is that you're wanting to acquire or do or experience into your current life. And it's dealing with any restrictions. So it's about having to navigate restrictions. And this is you know, the planet Saturn has sort of something to do with this energy, as it does with the devil. It's that sort of energy of restriction. But this, for you, Scorpio, is going to be a very, like a strategizing time. Like you're literally going to sit down, have a cup of tea and start strategizing. And this is what, you know, here as well, this energy of really making plans and really getting that going, but also getting some understanding of what this energy is for you. Whether that's excessive or whether that's just, yeah, I have some concerns, or if it's, you know, like it's keeping me up all night, then it's a case for, hey, perhaps talking to someone about it. You know, this card here is kind of cool. And maybe it's talking to someone about it and getting a structure in place that you feel good about, okay? But this is a card of integration, integrating the spiritual with the material. So it's integrating that soul energy into your daily life. Okay, and it's also a card of, you know, cycles as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So this is kind of almost confirmation of, yeah, there's sort of it's a bit of cyclical stuff, you know, and as humanity, we're all kind of coming to the end of a cycle and we're all going to start a new cycle too. So you could just really be picking up on that energy. And, you know, and it's affecting a lot of us in many different ways. And yeah, what else can we clarify here for you, Scorpio? Let's clarify the Seven of Swords as well. Thank you, Spirit. We'll just clarify that. So this was the card about strategies. And here we have the Chariot. Yeah, so it's whatever strategies are going to help you to move forward. Okay, and this is what you're doing here. You're looking forward to your long-term, what you are, where you're wanting to be at within yourself, where you're wanting to be at, like in your environment, perhaps in your job, or you know, in your family situation, or whatever. Okay, so yeah, if that resonates, that is all well and good. But this looks really good, Scorpio. It's like you have the let's just grab another card for the High Priestess for what you bring to the table, because you know, that King of Cups energy there is a very strong, powerful energy, and you feel things deeply, and you're really weighing things up with this High Priestess energy here. You're really kind of coming into this energy of like, I really want to just get to the bottom of what's going on here with myself, you know, possibly if that resonates for you. Let's just grab a High Priestess card here as well. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. So this is another feminine type of energy, which is a receptive energy, and that's about self-nurture, self-care, and doing the right thing by you, okay? Which is really great, because this is, I always think that the High Priestess is that going inward mentally to just really tap into our own inner wisdom. But the Queen of Pentacles is that beautiful thing of like, am I looking after my health and well-being? Am I giving myself good nutrition? Am I giving myself experiences and being with people that help me to feel abundant and positive? Okay. Oh, and do I put myself in environments such as being in nature or doing activities that are fun and uplifting, and that I feel clear my field and that relax me and ground me? Okay, so that could be something else that you might like to keep in mind as you're going through this change and this transition. Let's grab for you now an Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Okay. Well, that one, maybe I'm supposed to take the one off the top. Okay. Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is about the cyclical. The cycles repeating, but like I said, each time we go through a cycle, we refine things. But I guess sometimes we can go through a phase of life where we just repeat cycles and it doesn't feel like we're refining. But this might be about you really identifying what it is that you have been refining over the years. Okay, just this is an Aboriginal elder. So this is a native Australian Aboriginal picture here, and I'm just going to read this too, because this is quite a cool image. I haven't actually pulled this card before in this deck, so that's kind of awesome. Here we go. Okay, so it's saying here the message is move beyond the limitations that have been set for you by family members past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. Okay, this is the extended message. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power, so reclaiming your power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on. And also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks they have created for you. So isn't that interesting? This is about dealing with the limitations, and sometimes when we get stuck in cycles, you know, it's about the limits that we are overcoming. And I really love how this is actually kind of talking about these two cards here as well. This devil energy can potentially be things that hold you back, and both these cards are associated with the planet of Saturn, which is to do with restriction, and how that we need to work to some extent with those energies of restriction, but we need to learn how to make that work in our favor. Okay, so we need to be able to apply restriction or discipline or commitment and activity and action, okay, where it's necessary and where we believe that we need to. And there's also that other aspect of having feelings of freedom and being in flow as well. So that could be something else that's coming into balance for you. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that was helpful. And yeah, we're all working towards our mastery. And I believe that's what's happening here. And you have this, beautiful chariot energy. Yeah, which means that you will be moving forward. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.